The committee of the roll is reconvening at Caldwell Parish Correctional Center. Time is 2:35 p.m. With the staff at Caldwell, please introduce yourself.
My name is Stephen James Trosclair Jr. My name, DOC number is 624.
Staff.
Oh, staff.
Oh, staff, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Sergeant Caraway at Caldwell Correctional.
Hey, Sergeant
Caraway.
Caraway. Okay, great. Thank you, Sergeant.
You're welcome.
Now, Stephen.
Yes, sir.
Excuse me, Stephen.
Okay.
I've been talking to Chris. Okay, Stephen. Now would you give us your full name, your Department of Corrections ID?
My name is Stephen James Trosclair Jr. My DOC number is 624-642.
Thank you, Mr. Trosclair.
You're welcome.
My name is Albert Roche. To my left is Mrs. Pearl Wise, and to my right is Mr. Pete Freeman. Let me explain the process to you. I will read some information into the record. Once that information is in the record, we'll conduct a parole interview with you. At the appropriate time, we will let the officer at Caldwell have input and make remarks if she wishes. Then we have your mother, Miss Roxanne Trosclair, that would like to make a statement. After your mother makes a statement, we will give you a chance to make a statement on why we should release her. You can understand the process.
Yes, sir.
Let me get to your paperwork. Mr. Trosclair, you are 32 years old. You're a third felony offender. Your offenses are theft over $1,500, simple burglary of an inhabited dwelling, and you were billed as an habitual offender. The second count, possession of Schedule 1, 2, and Schedule 4. You were sentenced on October 22nd, 2015. You were revoked on January 14th, 2022, and resentenced on April 25th, 2022. You received a 10-year sentence, habitual, and a 3-year sentence, and all those are running concurrently, so your total sentence is 6 years, 5 months, and 1 day was left from your sentence once you got revoked. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Your parole date was January 3rd, 2023. Your adjusted good time date is September 2nd, 2025. And your full term date is December 3rd, 2025. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And you've been incarcerated for approximately 3.5 years on a 6 years, 5 months, and 1 day sentence. Is that correct?
No, sir.
How many years have you served?
Right now, I'm almost at 14 months.
Okay, but what I'm saying is we're gonna take in consideration the time you served before and what you have left of the sentence It's about 2.5 years, am I correct?
Well, before this, I actually served, I think it was 6 years and 5 months.
Okay, but on this present sentence of 6 years, 5 months, and 1 day, you have about 2.5 years left on that sentence. Is that
Yeah.
correct?
Yes, sir.
This is why.
Thank you. Good afternoon, Stephen. How's it going?
Good afternoon, Ms. Pearl. I'm doing good.
Good to hear. Good to hear. When I look at your history, you haven't. I'm just gonna call out some things for the record, and you just speak up. You
Yes, ma'am.
had the opportunity to put drug court. That didn't work out.
No, ma'am.
They sent you to a 28-day treatment program. You got out. That didn't work out.
No, ma'am.
Now you were sent to the Louisiana reentry program at Angola. Did you complete that?
No, ma'am.
You got removed from that. What was the reason for you being removed?
For drugs.
You were using drugs, selling drugs in there, or what?
Using drugs.
So what do you need? Stop drugs.
What do I need? Right now, what I need is intensive substance abuse treatment, enrolling in an MAT opioid treatment program, and I want to get on the Vivitrol shot before I get released. I want to be released to a sober living house and seek help from Catholic charities for case management.
All right, you prepared for this day. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So what age did you start using drugs?
I started using drugs at 19.
And that was your first arrest at age 19.
Yes, ma'am. I think so.
Yeah, that's what it was in 2009. And have you written to try to get placed in a treatment program?
In a what program?
Have you tried to get involved in the STAR?
In a drug program?
Yes, so have you tried to be enrolled in the STAR program? Have you tried? Have you wrote an act to get put in the STAR program?
Well, I'm currently in risk management right now. I got 1 week left of that. And I currently took Cage Your Age. And
Wait, I'm gonna stop you right there. Let me just stop you. My question to you is, you indicated that you need long-term substance abuse treatment in what I call the STAR program. What have you done to try to get in that program?
well, right now I haven't done anything. I just said
That's all. That's all. Answer my question. That's fine.
okay.
Answer my question. And when you absconded supervision for almost a year, right? You gone for about a year.
Just about a year, I think. Yes, ma'am.
What were you doing in that year?
Well, in the beginning of the year, I was working for a moving company called Keep It Moving, and I was doing good for about 4 or 5 months.
When you said doing good, what does that mean? What does that mean? Were you using drugs or just,
no, ma'am, I wasn't using any drugs. And one day, a guy that works with me, he came with some heroin, and he asked me if I wanted some, and I told him no at first. And then the whole day it pondered on me, and at the end of the day, I gave in and I told him, yeah, give me some. And I did it, and I got right back into the same cycle that I've always been in.
yeah, you know that you knew that once you said yes. So call out for what are your drugs of choice?
Heroin and meth.
Well, that's all I had, sir. That's all I had.
Thank you, Ms. Wise. Mr. Freeman?
No question.
Mr. Trosclair, we appreciate you recognizing that you have a problem and you are asking for help. That's the first step in overcoming the problem.
Yes, sir.
You have an alcohol problem also?
No, sir. In the beginning of my teenage years, and maybe in the beginning of my 20s, I used to drink, but now I don't have any problem with alcohol. It's nothing that I can turn it down easily. It's just the heavy drugs, the heroin and the meth I have problems with.
Have you ever heard about the long-term Steve Parole program in Bossier, Louisiana?
Yes, sir, I have.
You think that would help you?
I think if it's giving me a chance to, give me the tools to become better and be able to know my triggers and things that's gonna, cause me to get in trouble and use drugs again, I think it would be great.
Because I think you have an opioid problem and you have a meth problem.
Yes, sir.
And I don't think the STAR program can address both of those, but Steve Hall can address both of those.
Yes, sir.
Miss Roxanne Trosclair, would you open your mic? Give your name, your relationship to Stephen, and give us your.
Hi, my name is Roxanne J. Trosclair. My relationship to Stephen is I'm his mother. I do want to say that in the course of the past year that Stephen has been in prison, I have noticed a significant change in his attitude as well as his demeanor. In addition, the way that he carries himself, as well as his outlook that he has in life, which is significantly different from the rest of the time that he spent in prison. In fact, his father recently said the same thing, and he has always been Stephen's biggest critic. So the fact that he is saying that really means something because, again, he has always been his biggest critic. So that change in his attitude, I believe, comes from him really sitting back this second time around and evaluating his mistakes and learning and growing from those mistakes. For the first time in a long time, I'm really starting to see my real son come back to me. And so with that being said, I do feel like he deserves a second chance to just hit that reset button and prove to himself, his family, and others that he can be, in fact, a productive and effective member of society. If he is released at any point, he'll have the full support of myself, his father, and the rest of his family. We're 100% committed and invested in his success, and we plan to support him in his journey. And we want nothing more to see him grow into the man that God created him to be. In addition, if the board feels it would be best for him to attend the Stephen Hoyle program that you mentioned, we back that decision 100% as well. Thank you for your time and your consideration today.
Thank you, Ms. Roxanne. We appreciate your attention.
Yes, sir.
The sergeant's there. Can they tell us anything about how you've been doing? I
Yes,
forgot to
yes,
ask.
ma'am.
Good afternoon.
Thank you, Ms. Caraway. What can you tell us about this young man?
Mr. Trosclair has not been in any trouble since he's been here. He's a good working trustee. He works outside on the road, picking up, I think, trash
Trash.
and garbage.
Yeah,
and-
digging graves.
Yes, sir. Digging graves and everything like that. He has been no trouble, no write-ups, just a good trustee in general.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
You make mistake.
Stephen, give us a brief statement on what you would like to see out of this hearing.
All right. First of all, I just want to say that I'm not a bad person and I have a very good heart. And I'm a very hard worker and I love my family. I just got addicted to drugs and it ruined my life and I regret so much. Last time that I went home, I didn't have a proper plan and didn't have the right resources because of COVID. I have a reliable and achievable plan this time, and I plan to start on it right away. I am very happy that I came to jail this time because it saved my life. And I have realized that it's time to grow up and man up and give my parents something to be proud of. I ask you just to give me one more chance to prove myself to me, my family, my friends, and the court. I have truly changed in many different ways, mentally, spiritually, and emotionally, and have gave my life over to God, and I want to follow the plan He has for me. Thank you.
Thank you, Stephen. Well, it was well stated. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Is the panel ready to vote?
Yes.
Mrs. White?
I want you to know, Stephen, you changed my mind today. When I read it and look at all the opportunities you've already been given and how you squandered them, I didn't see no reason to give you another chance, another opportunity. For me, and it's just me talking. Make sure you hug your mother real close and tight. Her
Yes, ma'am.
participation today really made a difference for me. Because she can see the difference in you than what was in this record. I'm going with what she believes. So I'm
Yes.
going to take a chance on you. My vote is to grant after you complete a long-term substance abuse treatment program, due to your need for it.
Thank you.
And your criminal history and also the positive comments from the staff that also have changed my mind too. That was very, very important. The positive things that they had to say about you. It shows you are moving in the right direction.
Yes, ma'am.
Once you put that substance abuse treatment, I want you to follow whatever the recommendations they have about and make sure you speak up and say, I want to go to a sober living house so y'all you can participate in your release plan.
Yes,
Well,
ma'am.
thank-
And is getting on the Vivitrol shot before I go home, is that something that y'all can do?
All of that, we want the substance abuse professionals to make that decision. That's not our call. It's not my call.
Yes, ma'am.
That's what the professionals call to do. And I
Okay.
want random drug screens of your period of supervision, reports weekly to probation parole for the first 5 weeks when you get out. And AA and NA meetings as a part of your lifestyle, 3
Yes, ma'am.
times over the whole period of supervision.
Yes, ma'am.
That is my vote.
Thank you, Ms. White. Mr. Freeman?
I also vote to grant you conditionally on completing the all program and following any recommendation, 3 AA meetings a week when you get out, and a curfew of 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. unless attending one of these meetings or getting permission from your probation officer with 1 year of electronic monitoring.
Thank you, sir.
Mr. Trosclair? Before I come to the meeting room in the morning, I go over every case.
Yes, sir.
I do a preliminary decision, and you fell in the DD classification. You know what DD stands for?
No, sir, I don't.
Definitely denied.
Okay.
But you interview your mother's paper, and I really think you're about to turn the corner. I'm going to agree with my colleague that I'm going to grant you conditionally upon completion of the 9-month DPAL intensive substance abuse program. When you get there, they'll evaluate you and tell you exactly what you need.
Yes, sir.
At the point where you develop your transition plan and your release plan, tell them what you want.
Yes, sir.
If it's possible, they will arrange it. Tell them about the shot. Tell them about the sober house.
Yes, sir.
If they can arrange that, they will. But they're the experts. When they evaluate, they'll know exactly what you need. This is the best program that the state of Louisiana has to offer to the offenders.
Yes, sir.
please take advantage of it.
I will, sir. I appreciate y'all's decision. Thank you.
The decision is you have 3 votes to grant your release conditionally upon completing the 9-month Parole intensive program. You will have a curfew from 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. You'll have an electronic monitoring for 12 months after the release. You're to follow all the city law recommendations. Attend NAAA meetings 3 times a week and report to your parole officer weekly for the first 5 weeks. Good luck and you have a good day.
You too, sir. Y'all have a good day also. Thank you.